So welcome sir, I will be introducing my app that I have made and it's called Flip IQ. And here we have here is the landing page. What you can see here is that there's a created decks shown in the home page. It's because the visibility that I have chosen on this one is public. If it's private, it won't be shown, which I will describe later on. But for now, this is what you see from the homepage. You can join and log in. If you click login, it will direct you to the login page. And if you don't have an account, you can click sign up to create an account. On this part, you can choose two roles, teacher or student. So teacher or student, it doesn't really matter. You can create decks even if you are a student. This app doesn't have any limitations or restrictions, whether if you're a student or not. Anyone who is a user from this website has the will to create a decks. So I will go ahead and create an account and choose the student role. Now I will go ahead and create an account. And now I will try to see if creating the account is successful. It looks like we have an error. So basically, if we try to create an account again, it will show what caused the problem. So here it said that two password fields didn't match. So I will try to fix that problem by matching the password in the confirm password. And there we go. We have successfully created an account. And now we can join the quizzes. But we'll cover to that later on. But for now, I will show you what's on the profile. Here is the profile. On the history tab, it will show your recent decks that you have joined. Decks means quizzes. Just in case if there's a confusion what decks means. So you can also create a decks, like I said earlier. Students or teachers has the function to create decks. So anyone can create decks. Now I will try to go ahead and create a decks. Add decks. And also, if you haven't created a deck, it will show that you haven't created any deck, as well as in the history. I will continue creating a deck. Here, you can also edit the deck title and add a card, which means questions. So front means question and the back means correct answer. And on this part, this means saving the questions or deleting the questions. It's pretty simple. Now I will try to create a question here. Now I will try to demonstrate to see if the button save works. There we have. It looks like it worked. Now you can also edit the cards if you didn't like the questions or the answers or the choices. I will try to show you. And I will go ahead and save. And again, you can also create another card for another questions. Now if I were to make these questions, which is and I will try to see if the delete button works. Let's go ahead and do that. It seems like it did. Now I will try to edit the deck title to show if it also works or not. Now in the publish button, this function will publish the deck publicly or privately. You can decide that in the publish, and this is where you can decide if if you want to publish it privately or publicly. So I will go ahead and try to publish it on public so that I can join this quiz for test purposes. Now the time interval will be showed later on after I try to test this quiz. Now the subject, you can change that if whatever you like to. Now I will try to choose AP, and I will go ahead and publish it. It seems like we did. Now I will try to check in the home if it did show or not, since I choose the visibility to public. And yes, we did. And it also shows who created that deck. Since my account Gmail is Spiderman, and then it will show that this user is the one who created this deck. You can also see your name from the home profile and your role. If you choose the teacher during the signing up, it will change this to teacher. That's pretty much it. And if we try to join these quizzes, it won't start and give us this message. This deck has not started yet. The host hasn't started the session for English exam yet. Please check back later. Or wait for the host to begin. Now, in order to start the session, you just have to go to the profile and your created decks, and then click your created decks, not from the edit, and also you can edit your decks, and not only you can edit the cards, you can also edit the decks. That includes the deck title, the cards, and changing the subject, visibilities, and time interval per second. I'll change the time interval per second to 1 minute, just to demonstrate you how the time interval works. Now, in order to start it, you'll have to click the card at your created decks, not from the edit button or the delete button, but this part. I will go ahead and click it. You can see on the report tab, it shows the participants' scores, which I will demonstrate it later. And you can also edit the card in here as well, or create another card. And to start it, it's right over here in this button. I'll go ahead and click it. Now it's preparing to start the session, or I can end the session if you want to make some changes first. If you click this start now, it will start the deck completely. On this bottom part that says copy code, there's a function that creates a random generated code for the users to join via code, which is in the home button. This is only usable if the visibility is chosen to private, since it can't be shown in the home. Now I will go ahead and try to start it, and this is what you see if you start the session. It will show the participants and their progress, not scores, their progress. That means if one participant decides to leave, during answering it during the quiz, and he only answered one question, it will show one out of how many cards. If they completed it, it will show 3 out of how many cards. For example, 3 out of 3. You can also end the session or go back to the profile. If you click go back to profile and click your created decks once again, it will direct you to the report view once again. Since the deck has started, you can't go back to that control panel decks where you can start the session, see the reports, the student score, edit the card. You can't do that since the session has already started. In order to do that, you have to end the session. And there we go. Now, I will try to join these quizzes from Bruce Wayne, and this is Wicked. Since this session hasn't started, I will have to log in on their account and start that session. This is Wicked. Now I will go ahead and start the session. And there we go, we have successfully started the session, and then we can participate in that quiz. Okay, now I will participate that quiz by clicking flip. It basically means join. There we go. Now the time interval is shown right here. So the time interval will move on to the next question if you run out of time, which is, there we go. Now I will try to answer this question. Do cats eat grass? Yes. I got it right. Now I will try to explain that more, but for now I will explain on this part. After you successfully finish that deck or that quiz, it will show your score analysis. It will do a pie chart on how many correct you got and how many wrong you got. Now, since I didn't answer the first question to show the time interval and how the time interval works, I got one wrong, which got me 50% of the score. Now I will go ahead and back. After finishing your deck, it will update your history tab on your recent deck that you have joined. Like I said from earlier, it shows the recent deck that you've joined. I have participated. This is Wicked Exam. I only got 1 out of 2 scores. If we go ahead and try to click it, it will go back to the score analysis. That also includes if we try to go back in the home, the flip button changes to result. If we try to click it, it will go back to this score analysis. Now I will try to explain during the cards and answers. So I will try to log in on Bruce Wayne's Gmail and start that deck session. Bruce Wayne, math quiz, start. To demonstrate on playing via private, I will try to change the visibility to private. Now it's right over here on the publish, changing the visibility to private. I will change the time interval for 30 seconds for me to have time to explain it. I will go ahead and publish it, start the deck, and start now. I will go ahead and copy this code since I cannot join via home. I have to join via code on the join button. Now copy this and log in on Spider-Man's Gmail. On the random code generated, it was 545309. Click join. There we go. So I have already showed you the time interval. Once the time reaches to 0, it will do a flip animation that shows the back answers and will proceed to the next question or next card. What does back means? It means the correct answer. Since this app name is Flip IQ, the flip animation like that was very initial. Now on this part, it will show how many cards are there or questions. It also updates the scores real time. Now if I go ahead and answer this correctly, no, I forgot there was no correct answer for this one. 8. There we go, we got the correct answer right. So the score, you see it update on real time. And I will go ahead and try to show you on the report view from the control panel decks. Let's use Bruce Wayne's account. On this part, we have to end the session in order to go to the control panel decks. Let's go ahead and end the session, and of course it will show the participants who participated this deck. Now we will now end this session. Let's go to the control panel decks and the report decks. It will show the participants scores, they have participated, the time they have submitted, and their name. It will show all the participants from these decks, not just recent participants, all the participants who have participated these decks. As you can see, Peter Parker has joined on November 1, Grimmy Jace, John Wick, and Django have joined on October 30. Now that's all for the control panel, and of course you cannot search the private decks since the visibility is set to the private. It means it cannot be shown public. If I were to try searching this deck, since it's a private, which states here, I cannot search it from the home map quiz there. And I think that's all from the function on how this app works. You can create decks, can add cards, can start the session, can join the cards or decks, and view the result of your joined decks, shows your history decks that you have recently joined, and shows the participants' scores. And that's all about how this Flip IQ works. Thank you, sir. That's all.